Hello, my beautiful friend. Welcome to this ASMR video. This video is going to be a little different from the other videos that I have done on my channel so far. It's been a lot of hair play and Reiki and energy healing, that type of video, and I thought it could be really fun to just switch things up a little bit. I really love the idea of this space being an opportunity to explore together, to be creative, and just not to have any rules. So I really want this to be a safe space for anyone who is here, for you watching. I want this to be a place where you feel safe and loved and supported, and just knowing that all of you is welcome here, that all of you is just loved and supported in this space. So I feel like in order to create a space like that, I have to show up that way too, and it's important that I show up as all of myself. And sometimes I am in my, Reiki, shamanic energy, and then sometimes I want to be a little bit more fun and playful and just connect in a way that is really casual, shall we say, casual and authentic. Not that the Reiki is not authentic, but it definitely has more of like a, I don't know, what is the vibe that I'm like trying to explain? Mystical vibe, if that makes sense. And I like the idea of us just having these like kind of chill and normal moments together. So that extremely long ramble out of the way, I thought it could be really fun to do a favorites video, like my current favorite things, my current favorite items, people, music, books, whatever it may be, just in all different categories, and share these with you. So I really, really hope you enjoy this video, and maybe there will be something that I share that you are interested in, that you think would be helpful for you as well. So we shall see. If nothing else, hopefully it's just a nice, calm hour or so together that we can relax and hang out and just let go of anything that has happened today, any worries, any anxious thoughts. Just let them pass for the time that we spend together. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into my favorites for this past month. I feel like I have to start by just pointing out my current favorite mug, because I am so in love with this. My best friend, who, if you guys have seen the hairplay videos, you will have seen Sydney, and she and I went to Disney World in Florida together a couple months ago. And so of course, we went to like the Harry Potter world, Harry Potter part of the park, and we had to get our little cauldron mugs. I think I was probably a witch in a past life, a good witch. But yeah, I definitely resonate with like the magical and the mystical, and I love me a cauldron. What can I say? So I have my coffee in here to just enjoy with you guys, and yeah, I just think it is so cute, this little like witchy mug. Also, I have not read many of the ACOTAR books, for those of you who are ACOTAR fans. However, I am into the second book as we speak, and Sydney always tells me that there's something to do with cauldrons. I know they always are like referencing cauldrons in ACOTAR, so we shall see. But yeah, this is my favorite mug at the moment. I just love it. I have tried to give up coffee in the past, and I just always go back to drinking it because I love the taste of coffee. I love warm beverages. It's like comforting. I don't know. There's something about coffee to me that just makes me feel like cozy and safe. Maybe one day I will stop drinking coffee. I know that it is better for, stress and the adrenal system and all of these things. But for now, if that is like the worst vice that I have, I think it could be much worse. So I've got my coffee. That's my little vice at the moment. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. So yeah, I'll allow myself the coffee for the moment. But that is the first little thing that I wanted to share, is just this cute little cauldron mug. So while we are on the, I guess, theme, shall we say, of food, drinks, different things like that, I'm just going to go ahead and share with you guys the other favorites in this category. So where to begin? Let's see. Okay. I don't know if this is just an East Coast thing, but if you live somewhere where you have Publix supermarkets, these are the bomb. I love these so much. They're called Alyssa's Healthy Vegan Bites. I am not currently fully vegan. However, I do eat a mostly plant-based diet. But regardless of whether or not you are vegan or not vegan or any of those things, these are so good and super, super healthy. So they are gluten-free, non-GMO, high fiber, no added sugar. They're like an oatmeal raisin kind of cookie vibe, and I think that they're just sweetened with dates. But what I love about these is you can have 2 cookies, and let's see, yeah, for 2 cookies it has only 2 grams of sugar and 10 grams of fiber. So these are like my favorite little sweet treat to have at the moment. It's super, super important that we get our fiber, and I'm definitely someone who believes it's better to avoid processed foods and processed sugar when possible. Of course, allowing ourselves to have treats and allowing for balance in our lives is important, but yeah, when you find like the good little treats that taste good and are also good for you, it's a win-win. So if you don't have Publix, I think you can actually get these on Amazon, so I'll double check. But yeah, they have the healthy vegan bites and also just healthy oatmeal bites, but I actually prefer the vegan ones. They're really good. Okay. And while we are on the like sweet things train, that's very squeaky. Okay. Oh gosh, it's so squeaky. So I found these about a month ago, and I've already been through one box because I'm so obsessed. This is Moringa hot chocolate, and if you are someone who at nighttime likes to have a like sweet beverage or to have a little bit of chocolate, like satisfy your sweet tooth, this is so good. I don't know if, like, I think that things are really good just because I don't tend to have a lot of refined sugar, so, but I really think that this is, like, genuinely really, really yummy. It is made with moringa, which is a superfood. It's like the leaf that comes from the moringa tree. And it is, let's see, 3 times more vitamin E than spinach and 7 times more vitamin C than oranges, 25 times more iron than spinach, which is crazy, and 9 times the protein of yogurt. So there's like much more to this, but basically the main ingredients are the moringa and the cacao, and you just like mix it up with a little bit of hot water. You could add a little splash of milk if you like, but I've been drinking this like pretty much every night, and it really satisfies my craving for like something sweet or chocolatey, and I know that it is actually really good for me, so highly recommend. It is so good. It's called Cocoa Ringa, by the way, and I'll link these in the description box, but it's all natural. It's dairy free for those of you who do not do dairy, and again, no refined sugar. So now that we've like gone through all of my little sweet treats that I'm loving, yeah, this is super, super yummy and very healthy. So I am not someone who thinks that we need to feel guilty about the food that we consume. I don't like labeling things as good or bad or, like guilt foods or guilt-free foods. I think that can create a disordered relationship with our food, and at the end of the day, it is all about balance. That being said, I am someone who believes in eating as clean as possible, as much as we can, just nourishing our beautiful bodies. They are our temples in this lifetime and do so much for us. So when I can, I try to pick the options that have like ingredients that nourish us and uplift us. So this is definitely a favorite. Okay, so next up is this Mikuna protein powder. This is their vanilla protein powder, and the reason I love this so much is because it only has 5 ingredients, which honestly for protein powder is really, really amazing. A lot of the powders that you see nowadays on the shelves just have so many additives and gums and crazy ingredients. So to find a really clean and simple protein powder is amazing. And this one has 20 grams of clean, single source, lectin-free plant protein, and also all of the amino acids, which is really important for our body to get all of those amino acids. One serving has 20 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber, which I'm always going for the fiber. Like, I love adding that whenever possible. And I've noticed that a lot of these protein powders, they might have a lot of protein, but they don't usually have a lot of fiber. So this is a really beautiful option. The only ingredients, and like I said, there are just 5, are the choco. I don't know if it's pronounced chocho or choco, but the choco powder, organic coconut blossom nectar, organic vanilla extract powder, sea salt, and organic monk fruit extract. So yeah, this, I would say this is like one of the cleanest plant-based proteins that I have seen, other than the ones that are literally just one ingredient, like pea protein or hemp protein, ones like that. So I love this. I think it tastes really good. I like to be able to have protein powder after I work out and just throw it into a smoothie. So yeah, it is, I will tell you, it is not inexpensive. So if it doesn't fit in your budget, I totally understand. It is definitely a little bit of an investment when it comes to a protein powder. I have always been someone who prioritizes what I put into my body, the food, the supplements. I do view it as an investment, honestly. Like, I would rather pay the money now for the things that will nourish my body and not pay the money down the line to heal myself from being sick or whatever that may be. So yeah, like I said, it is a little bit of a pricier protein powder, but I do think it's worth it if it fits in your budget, because it's such good quality. I think that's it for like the food and kind of supplement options. So let's go into the next category. I think I want to show you guys the skincare and like hair and beauty products that I have really been loving in the past month. The first one that I have been really loving recently is this Melora Manuka Honey Body Lotion. And this is like a body lotion that has Manuka honey and Manuka oil, which I had never heard of before, but it's supposed to be like a nourishing and restoring lotion. It says a moisturizing blend of Manuka, aloe vera, and nutrient-rich extracts soothe, hydrate, and renew as they restore your skin's natural barrier. This lightweight lotion absorbs quickly for lasting softness. I love the consistency of this lotion. It just goes on like really easily. It gets absorbed into the skin really quickly. Yeah, it's just like really nice, and it's thick but light at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense, but it just absorbs into the skin so nicely. So I really am loving this lotion, especially now for like the summertime. The next product that I've been loving, and I've loved this for a long time actually, is the Sandalwood Best Skin Ever oil. This is by Living Libations. That is the brand, and what I really love about this oil is that it is multi-purpose. So it can be used as a makeup remover, as a face wash, and also as a moisturizer. And this is really good for people who have sensitive skin or like acne prone skin, and it smells so good. It smells like sandalwood, so if you don't like that smell, you might not like it. But there is like a rose version, and there's a couple different versions of these oils, so this is just the one that I am trying at the moment. And so it does have a very strong smell, but if you like sandalwood, it's really nice. And you can see it's like a really beautiful shine. So you could put this on your face in the morning or at night. Honestly, you could use it on your body. Like I said, you can use it as a makeup remover. I'm just gonna put it here so I don't waste it. But yeah, it smells really nice. I'll be very moisturized up is this Lawless, and this is a lip mask that you use before you go to bed. And this is amazing if you are someone who has like dry lips, or you maybe wake up with dry lips in the morning. This lip mask is super, super hydrating and nourishing, and it's like my favorite. It is almost completely empty at this point, and I think this is my second one that I have purchased. So it says hydrating, plumping, and smoothing, and yeah, it says it is an overnight lip plumping mask. So I don't really know how plumping it is, to be totally honest, but it's definitely very moisturizing, and it feels really good. So I just put on a lot. Yeah, it definitely gives like a little bit of a tingly sensation when you first put it on, like a tingling, cooling sensation. It feels really nice, a little bit like minty in terms of the scent and the flavor. So yeah, the Lawless overnight lip plumping mask. The next thing that I have been really enjoying, and especially this time of year when it's starting to get hot, it is getting into summertime here where I live in the United States. This is the Rosewater Refreshing Face Mist, and I love the smell of rose. I have always loved the smell of rose, anything like rose spray or rose lotion. So this is just pure water and rose flower oil, and I like to spray this on my face before I put on like any face oil or moisturizer, or just to refresh my face throughout the day, especially if it is really hot. And it's super refreshing. It smells really good, and yeah, very, very hydrating and light. It says to spray liberally on face and hair throughout the day whenever you want a wake-up call. And that, I'm glad I read that, because it's a really good reminder. I also do love to spray this in my hair after the shower when my hair is wet. I'll spray it and then like let my hair air dry, and it smells so good. I'm just gonna do that right now. While we are on sprays, I might as well continue because I have a few more spray sort of products in my favorites at the moment. You definitely will have seen this one if you have watched any of my Reiki videos. This is the Sweetgrass Sacred Space Clearing Spray. So this is what it looks like. There is also a Palo Santo clearing spray, and I love both of them. I've just been on a little bit of a Sweetgrass kick at the moment because I always use the Palo Santo sticks anyway, so nice to switch it up a little bit. But this I bought when I lived in Washington State. I believe the woman who makes them is local, but I'm sure you can buy it online. It says it is a high vibrational botanical infused mist that holds the spirit of the sacred sweetgrass, known as the sacred hair of Mother Earth, that represents love, kindness, and honesty, and the essence of the moon. And it says it is lovingly handcrafted to support your devotional practice and space, to cleanse and clear unwanted energy, invoke protection, and invite in divine loving energy. And it actually has inside of the spray like pieces of the sweetgrass and also quartz crystal. So you can hear the crystal in there as well. Yeah, so I love this. I love to use this and the Palo Santo to just clear the space before I have any of the Reiki sessions that I do. And on that note, you may have also seen me use this, and this is the Amethyst Hair and Energy Refresher, infused with amethyst and moonstone. So this one is actually a crown chakra spray. Amethyst crystal is really, really beautiful for opening up the crown chakra, for protection and spiritual connection. So I love this one as well. And it says it helps to balance the crown chakra, providing the energy of calmness and creativity. While we are in this like kind of spiritual sacred space category, shall we say, I'll share a couple of my other favorites that kind of fit into this space as well. So one at the moment is the pink selenite. I have been just loving the energy of this crystal. I love selenite in general. So this is the standard selenite, and this is the pink. So I love both. I love selenite in general. It's a really amazing crystal for clearing space and cleaning other crystals' energy. And I just love the pink, and the pink selenite is really amplifying the energy of compassion and self-love, which is always a beautiful thing to embody. So yeah, that is one of my favorite crystals at the moment, is the pink selenite. And I wanted to show you these earrings that have honestly been a favorite of mine for years, but these earrings, if you can see them, were actually handmade by the wife, if I can get them in, the wife of a shaman who I worked with in Costa Rica. The first time that I ever worked with ayahuasca, the plant medicine, and also the first time that I worked with wachuma, which is another type of plant medicine. It is a cactus medicine, and this shaman was the wachumero, which is like the wachuma shaman, and his wife made these really, really beautiful earrings. So for me, they're really special because they're like a reminder of my first experience with this really powerful and beautiful plant medicine. And I just think they're really beautiful. So we'll move on from that category. And what do I want to share now? The next thing I have been loving is the tuning fork, and this is the Earth Star Chakra tuning fork. So this is really grounding. It's really powerfully connective when it comes to our connection to Mother Earth and to our lower chakras, which is really important. So I will just show you what it sounds like. It does also have a rose quartz at the end, so further amplifying the self-love and compassion, which is always beautiful. So I invite you to just settle into your body, take a moment to get grounded, and come to your breath. Take a deep breath in, inhale deeply, and exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale. Because this is a weighted tuning fork, you can also actually place the tuning fork on your body at different energetic points or meridians or chakras to infuse that energy or that frequency into your body. So yeah, it's a really, really powerful form of sound healing, of energy healing, and I have been loving playing around with this tuning fork. I've been just loving the grounding energy of it. And of course, I cannot mention sound healing without mentioning my new Tibetan singing bowl with the handle. So oftentimes there are just your kind of standard Tibetan singing bowls that do not have the handle, but I really love to be able to pick this up and carry it around easily. So it's really nice. I think I actually got this on Etsy, and everything came really quickly and the quality is amazing, so I was really happy with this. So let's give it a try together. So again, I just invite you to close your eyes if that feels safe for you, and get comfy, focus on your breath, and I invite you to just follow the sound of the singing bowl until it ends. This singing bowl could actually go on for a very long time. Yeah, the resonance and frequency of that bowl is really long-lasting and really amazing. I feel like I have a little microphone here now. I have to tell you, I am amazed that I was even able to get through the entire length of that singing bowl without some sort of sound happening in the background. That is one of the hardest things about filming where I live at the moment, because I am currently in a house with 8 people. I recently moved back to my hometown and am staying with a friend, and it's like a multi-generational home. So it's like her grandma, her mom, her son, 16 animals. So yeah, to be able to film a video without dogs barking or people talking is quite a feat, let me tell you. We did it. I did actually want to show you guys. These are Hokas, and if you are someone who likes to walk or run or be active or just wear comfy shoes in general, I was a little bit skeptical about these shoes because I don't usually like chunky shoes, but these are so comfortable. It doesn't matter, like, cuteness aside, and actually I do think that on they're pretty cute, but they're so comfy. Like, I feel like I'm walking on clouds, and yeah, they're really great quality. I like to try and get my 10,000 steps a day, if not more, like sometimes, 15,000 steps a day, and it's just really important to have good quality shoes, good for your feet, and I love these. So if you are someone who is looking to get new walking shoes or like just comfortable shoes in general, I definitely recommend the Hokas. It is my first time having them. It will definitely not be my last. So yeah, love, love, love these. these shoes. Let's talk about like books and different things like that. So this is not exactly a book, but it is a journal, and this is my gratitude journal. It is a daily gratitude journal, and it's a little bit different from ones I've used in the past, and I have found that I really resonate with the layout of this one. So the way that it looks is that, if you can see, every day has a different quote. Just as an example, I'll read you the quote for today. It says, "Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it." So that is the quote for today. And then each day it gives you prompts. So the first one is, "Today I am grateful for," and you list 3 things that you are grateful for today. And then, "What about today is special?" And this is the question that I find to actually be like really important to think about, because some days might not necessarily feel that special. You know, it might feel like we are doing the same thing today that we did yesterday, or there's nothing new or exciting. And so by actually taking the time to think about and reflect on even just the simplest thing that is special about today, the fact that you are breathing, the fact that you are alive, the fact that you have, a bed to sleep in, like, these are things that oftentimes we don't think about. And so this journal just allows us to really be more present with the beauty and the abundance that we have in our lives. And then every single day has a different question to think about. So just again, giving you an example, the question for today is, describe a time someone helped you emotionally. I just love this journal, and I genuinely do find that if I start my morning by filling this out, that it just sets the tone for me to already be kind of tapped into this state of appreciation for the rest of the day. Like, you are already conditioning your mind to think about all of the blessings that you have in your life. So that is a really good one. Next up is an actual book, and I know I mentioned ACOTAR earlier. If you are someone who likes the ACOTAR series, or like the fantasy genre in general, or like fantasy romance, you will love this book series. This is the From Blood and Ash book series. I am actually on the 4th book at the moment, which I think is called The War of Two Queens, but I just wanted to show you the first book just in case you haven't heard of the series. So this is Jennifer Armentrout, and again, it is called From Blood and Ash. So if you are someone who likes the fantasy romance kind of genre, I would highly recommend this author in general, and yeah, definitely this series. It is so good. I'll just read you the back so you kind of get an idea of what it's about. Chosen from birth to usher in a new era, Poppy's life has never been her own. The life of the maiden is solitary, never to be touched, never to be looked upon, never to be spoken to, never to experience pleasure. Waiting for the day of her ascension, she would rather be with the guards, fighting back the evil that took her family, than preparing to be found worthy by the gods, but the choice has never been hers. The entire kingdom's future rests on Poppy's shoulders, something she's not even quite sure she wants for herself. Because a maiden has a heart and a soul and longing. And when Hawk, a golden-eyed guard, honor-bound to ensure her ascension, enters her life, destiny and duty become tangled with desire and need. He incites her anger, makes her question everything she believes in, and tempts her with the forbidden. Forsaken by the gods and feared by mortals, a fallen kingdom is rising once more, determined to take back what they believe is theirs through violence and vengeance. And as the shadow of those cursed draws closer, the line between what is forbidden and what is right becomes blurred. Poppy is not only on the verge of losing her heart and being found unworthy by the gods, but also her life, when every blood-soaked thread that holds her world together begins to unravel. Yeah. If you are like a fan of that genre, the fantasy romance, I would highly, highly recommend this series, From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And last in this kind of book-ish category, although this is not a book, but these are my current favorite oracle cards. I've also shown these in some of my Reiki videos, but they are the Magical Spirit Oracle cards by Alexis Raccoon, and her art is so beautiful. If you have not seen her art on Instagram, it is amazing, and her writing, her drawings are just so magical and beautiful. The back of the cards looks like this, and it has a really beautiful gold sheen on the side. So why not? Let's go ahead and pick a card just to see what we get. So the card that came up is the card of the red rose, and it says, overcoming obstacles, finding joy, and carefree. Don't worry, darling, you'll find your way. Okay. So the affirmation is, I freely flow and find my path. I nurture my joy. An ally and guide, the red rose represents a being that blooms even in impossible situations. This particular rose grew from the concrete on the sidewalk. Nature always finds a way. She has an all-seeing eye at the center of her petals. She has used her insights and magic to overcome all odds and obstacles in her way, even when others didn't believe it was possible. Her spirit is surprisingly lighthearted, playful, and colorful for such a resilient and spiritually connected being. who chooses to be stubborn and still seek joy, magic, and meaning despite all circumstances. This results in her ability to continue growing and even uplift and inspire others as they do the same. There is a carefree and fluid energy behind this card. This card and guide invite you to stop being so serious, to trust that you will make it through whatever it is that you need to do, as you have in the past. You are not permanently stuck, so lighten up. Relax the worry, overthinking, and doubt. It isn't helping you or anybody. It only blocks what you want or where you are trying to go. If you have pulled the red rose, it could also mean that a mentor or guide will come into your life with a teaching to help you overcome an obstacle, or a person who is already in your life could greatly assist you at this time. Is there someone who always seems to stay joyful and light? Observe and learn from these people. The most enlightened teachers on the planet are those who seem to always be giggling. The Buddha of the world. Learn from them how they are, not just what they say. And the manifestation enhancer for this card says, try to ease your doubt and worry. As hard as it may be, seek to find joy and playfulness in doubtful situations, especially when you are in a state of feeling stuck. Laugh whenever you can. Watch comedies and surround yourself with lighthearted people. This energy will help you get through or figure out whatever it is that you need to do. That is one thing that I have really learned from my experiences with plant medicine and with ayahuasca, is the importance of not taking life so seriously. It's so easy to get caught up in taking things really seriously, taking ourselves really seriously, and when we can tap back into this state of lightheartedness and childlike joy and wonder and ease, it really does. It just makes life so much easier, and it takes away so much of the struggle and the suffering. So I know that I have mentioned that I'm going to film a video about my experience with ayahuasca and plant medicine. So if you have any questions about that, definitely leave those questions in the comments below this video, because that will be one of the next videos that I film. So that is everything when it comes to stuff, like physical things. I did want to just mention a few more favorites, and one of those at the moment is actually a show. It's not a new show, but it is a show that the second season is about to come out. So I'm super excited. It is the House of Dragon, so the story before, or the prequel to Game of Thrones. If any of you are also Game of Thrones or House of Dragon fans, leave a comment and let me know. But yeah, my friend Sydney and I have just rewatched the first season. We are ready for the second season to come out this month, and super, super excited for that. I also just want to mention that one of my favorite things, or activities I should say, recently has been practicing yoga. I am someone who has been practicing yoga for about 10 years, and about 6 years really consistently. But I kind of go in and out of phases of the type of movement that I do. Sometimes I like to do more yoga, Pilates, strength training, like dancing workouts, but I've really been enjoying my yoga practices recently, and I actually wanted to ask you guys if that is something that you would be interested in seeing on this channel, are ASMR yoga flows or ASMR yoga practices. So if that is something that you are interested in, I am a certified yoga teacher, so let me know. I would love to film a yoga practice, ASMR style, for you guys and see how you like it. In terms of people, I also thought it would be really fun to mention an ASMR channel that I have been just really enjoying recently, and I think you guys will really love this ASMR channel as well. And if you would like a video completely dedicated to learning of and exploring other ASMR channels, definitely let me know. I would love to share those with you. I think the more we can, introduce ASMR artists from different categories and different genres and different styles, the better. The more we can spread the love, the better. But actually, I'll mention two that I've been really loving recently. First is Fern ASMR, and her videos are so beautiful. You will love them if you like the hair play, really gentle ASMR type of video. And also ASMR Floor. I think she is the most adorable, sweet person. I don't know her personally, but I just get the vibe that she is so sweet, so cute. I want to just give her the biggest hug, and I just love her energy. She has a variety of different types of ASMR videos, but I just love her energy. I'm sure you will love her as well. So I will also link her videos in the description below. And then last, but definitely not least, one of my absolute favorites from this past month, from I guess you could say the past 2 months, has just been connecting with you, connecting with this community, connecting with this audience. It has been such an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to have so much support and kindness and love in this beautiful growing community and family. And I just want to take this moment to express my gratitude and say thank you from the bottom of my heart to be able to be in this safe space with you. and feel like we are like a little family and that we are connecting in this way. I'm just grateful beyond words, really. So I am sending you all my love. I'm so honored and privileged and blessed to be here with you. And let me know if you liked this style of kind of chatty video, sharing my favorites. And if you do like this style of video, then maybe I can do this as like a once a month type of thing, sharing my favorites. So thank you as always for being here. I love you so much. I'm sending you the biggest hug, and until next time, I'll see you in the next